Dear all, welcome to hrtech.sg's demo edition for May 2021. In today's session, we will be showcasing how we can leverage technology for hiring and engagement of non-PMET workers. Non-PMETs are, non-professionals, managers, executives, and technicians is a very Singaporean terminology to define blue-collared workers and those involved in jobs that require intense manual labor. Before we head to the demonstrations, a quick overview of hrtech.sg. We host Singapore's largest and curated marketplace of over 120 providers in the 8 talent categories. You can log on to www.hrtech.sg/marketplace to see these various players. We are also the co-creators of the Singapore HR Tech Market Map. We have been doing this in partnership with Adrian Tan for the last 3 years. And this year we went online. You can access the market map at www.hrtechmap.online. The map is supported by Institute for Human Resource Professionals, Singapore Human Resource Institute, and Singapore Polytechnic. hrtech.sg embarked on the Demo Hour event series in 2019 to evangelize and promote use of HR technologies. The event provides a great platform for HR tech providers to showcase their high-tech solutions, thereby aiding the acceleration of adoption of HR tech. The event motto has always been only to showcase demos and not presentations. The first event happened in September 2019 at our WeWork facility in Suntec, Singapore. And then after the onset of the pandemic, we have now moved to an on-demand webinar format. While the April edition of Demo Hour focused on organizational network analysis providers who showcased their platforms, we had a special May edition that focused on mental wellness tech players, since May is Mental Wellness Awareness Month. So why are we doing this Demo Hour focused on non-PMET hiring and engagement? Attracting Singaporeans for non-PMET jobs continue to be a huge challenge for most enterprises in Singapore. According to a report by the Ministry of Manpower, non-PMET vacancies continue to be harder to fill. In 2020, as per MOM statistics, over 41% of the non-PMET jobs remain unfulfilled even after 6 months. So what are the key challenges? Number one, inability of enterprises to plan and schedule for non-PMET job openings. Number two, lack of awareness of job seekers about specific job boards that can help them. In fact, for non-PMET workers, asking friends or relatives continue to be the most common mode of job search at 48%. Number three, as the world moves to a gig-centric workplace, most contractual jobs are actually available in plenty, but non-PMET workers give them a pass because of their preference for permanent jobs. And finally, lack of earned wage access platforms. Such platforms are prevalent in Western countries and provide more financial flexibility for employees. Absence of such options actually makes contractual roles less attractive. And to provide solutions for all these key challenges that Singaporean enterprises have been facing while hiring, onboarding, engaging, retaining the non-PMET segment, we are hosting today representatives from 4 leading HR technology providers who will be showcasing their platforms. GetPaid, represented by Mitchell. GrabJobs, represented by Joanna and Brian. JobShine, represented by Darshini. Workmate, represented by Matthew and Vanessa. In fact, we will soon be publishing our ebook on leveraging HR tech for hiring and engaging non-PMET workers. So ensure you have a e-copy of the same. Not just that, we have also been publishing a lot of interesting industry insights and trends on HR tech through our blogs, white papers, reports, and research articles. You can check the same at www.hrtech.sg. We now head straight to the demonstration. We have Mitchell from GetPaid starting off first. Over to you, Mitchell.
Hi, my name is Mitchell and I'm CEO and founder of GetPaid. It's payday any day. We are earned-wage access provider in Singapore, and it is an exclusive and new employee benefit solution. So what is the problem? Let me just first frame our company. What the problem is that we see is that there's a real lack of sustainable financial solutions for lower to middle income earners. And why this is the case is because that we see a real increase in debt levels in Singapore. Our standard of living is going up, and wages are not exactly going up in pendulum. So what this happens, and also there's a real lack of financial solutions for the lower to middle income earners. People earning less than $30,000 per year are not eligible for credit cards. And what we see is that this is giving rise to a real increase in predatory lending, and with the associated high interest rates. So what are the current solutions that we have right now is that if an employee needs money suddenly, he can go to a money lender, and if unpaid, it can snowball up to about 14% per month. So very, very high interest rates. Or he or she can borrow from friends and family. This is not always available, and it can lead to increase of social stress and workplace stress. Or last and not least is that they can get an advance from the employer. This is also not always available, but if it is available, it does create cash flow problems and HR issues for the employer. So this is where we come in. We provide earned wage access to employees by letting them access wages that they've earned but not yet received. And the best part is it's not alone. So there's no interest rates or associated late fees or anything like that. We monetize through transaction fees, which are borne by the employee. So this will really help in not borrowing needlessly. And this will reduce current and future debt from predatory lending. The best part is that we firmly believe that this increase in employee financial well-being will increase productivity, increase retention, but also increase the attractiveness of wanting to join our client's company. So that's in a nutshell what we provide. Let me jump straight into our demo of our product. As you can see, it's cloud-based, and we do this at the convenience for our clients so that they can access it anywhere, not just in the office, but anywhere that has internet. Just a caveat that we are in MVP mode, minimal viable product. So we've done little to no design, so it doesn't look great, but we will be upgrading it as we move along. So once the account has been provided to our clients, they'll be able to log in, do the onboarding and login. Once they've got their login details, they can just go in just like that. And in the first case, they'll be able to see a bird's eye view, an overview of what's been happening with this service in the company. They'll be able to see how much has been withdrawn for that month, and for the average of all months that they've signed up for the service, they can see how many transactions have been made. And this is really to provide overview that their employees are being engaged with the service. There's employee engagement with this service and that it's being used. But also on the other extreme, if they find that it is overused, this data can provide them a good insight to how they can strategize and plan from a culture point of view, and what can be done to mitigate this potential problem. So we go into the People's tab. What you will find is that once you've added all the employees into the system, all we want is a very few information. What is the email address? What is the name, of course? What's the mobile number? And how much they earn from a gross salary point of view. So very, very simple, very straightforward is what we need. And how you would add someone is here. Once you click add person, you will see all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tabs that you enter. And once you click next and you confirm, the employee will automatically receive an email, which will guide them through the onboarding process. So very, very simple. And that's what we want to do, provide a very simple approach to this. Now you may be thinking at this point, oh my, I've got so many employees, do I have to add them one by one? Not necessarily. We have bulk uploads, which are Excel formatted, and you can very simply just, bulk upload all your employees onto that. Now, the best case though is if we are also able to integrate with your payroll and your scheduling software. Once we're able to do this, everything will be seamless. It will be click-based, a couple of clicks, and everything will be integrated seamlessly. Now, we have all these options because employers, of course, have different ways of doing payroll, different ways of keeping track of payroll. So what we want to do is provide an option for everyone. But at the end of the day, what we do is we send an IT person to assess the situation, and we can provide the solution, our service in the best way and the most easy way possible, so that we don't add workload to our clients. Okay, so in a nutshell, that's it. You can very easily edit details once you've entered them, or you can deactivate them. I guess if your employee is on unpaid leave or is unpaid at the moment, you can deactivate them and activate them later on, or you can simply delete them off the system in total if they would leave the company. And this is really to provide, HR and employers the flexibility and oversight and access to, have that security that, you're still in control. So transactions, a list of all the transactions that have been made up to this point. Again, it's just to provide oversight, and billings where we will add the billings in. So what we do is that we, when the employee requests for funds, we pay them out directly through from us. And then at the end of the month, or at the end of the pay cycle, we will bill the employer in total, right? So very, very simple. This is for the dashboard, the employer side of things. So I'm moving on to the employee, the user dashboard. Like I mentioned, once they get added into the dashboard, the employee will receive an onboarding email, and he or she will be easily added onto this interface, where they will have to do consents, for the release of information. They understand the product, but also they'll be able to add their bank details and provides consent to have that have the information. So from a PDPA point of view, everything is kind of above board. So once they've onboarded, they'll get their details and they will log in again on cloud. So wherever they go, whether they're out or at home, they can use it on demand. So we want to keep it real simple. It's really, really simple. What they'll see here is their employer's name, whoever you work for, and you click on it. And what they'll be able to see is how much they have at this point in time. They've worked for this, in this example, 8 days for this month so far, and they've got $646 that's available to them. So they'll say, okay, I really need, $10, for example. We don't discriminate on amounts. I just want $10, and that's all I want. You click here, and there'll be a confirmation page just to really inform them that there is a service fee of 3%. In this case, 0 because it's a demo. But say, okay, I need $10. I'll less off 3%, and I'll get back 97% of that will be transferred to me. Okay, so that's $10. If I want $600, for example, totally fine. And the same way applies. So once they click confirm, it will come to us, and then we will just send it out. We guarantee money within 24 hours, which we find is really important for employees, because usually when they need money, they need it fast. And we can do that now. So within 24 hours is our promise. Cool. And that is pretty much it. They were able to see all the transactions they've made thus far. Just to provide oversight again. The bank transfer is done via PayNow with the bank details that they provide us upon onboarding, and they have full autonomy to change that or change the mobile number or anything like that. So, robust system, and I really hope that it's been clear and we've meet their needs as well. Cool. So that's in a nutshell the demo for both our platforms. And yeah.
Thank you, Michelle. So just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. So what are the interesting trends that you're seeing in the non-PMET segment right now in Singapore? And how is GetPaid differentiated to meet these emerging trends of enterprises?
Absolutely. hrtech is really gaining momentum, and that's why we're here. It's really an exciting space, and I guess it makes sense because with the whole COVID situation, everyone is trying to find what the new normal is from every aspect of HR. But the divisioning aspects, I haven't really seen a lot of companies like us who provide input into financial well-being. And that's what we want to do. We want to be the main drivers for financial well-being for employees, because this is a big part of work. Being paid, not only just being paid well or having a pay increase, but having access to earned wages will really relieve the needs that they might have on a day-to-day basis. And rather than waiting 28 days or 30 days to get your pay, we provide that access to get it every day if you like. So that's kind of our differentiating factor and what we want to do. And we believe that financial well-being plays a big part in mental health as well. So we want to make a really big impact in that space, and we believe it's also very scalable. So that's kind of what we want to achieve.
Well, thanks, Michelle. Certainly an important aspect that you're trying to cover there. Would like to invite Brian and Joanna from GrabJobs for a next demo, please.
So hello, everyone. Thank you for inviting us here today. My name is Joanna, and I'll be introducing to you our recruitment automation platform, which is GrabJobs. To give you a quick overview of our company, let me just share you my screen. So GrabJobs helps companies to attract the best talents and automate their hiring process. We've started and launched on January 2016 in Singapore, founded and managed by former recruitment professionals. We can cater full-time, part-time, trainees, internships, and other on-demand positions. As we strive to grow, we are now operating globally and present in 51 countries. So how does GrabJobs differ from the traditional job boards? We have all the hiring tools that you need centralized in one platform, from talent attraction, candidate screening, and interview scheduling. You can post jobs in multiple sites in just one click and reach millions of job seekers and attract the best talents. You can also screen applicants automatically thanks to the interview chatbot that handles all of your time-consuming and repetitive tasks that recruiters usually perform manually. You can also save time and increase interview show-ups by sending automatic interview invites and interview reminders. No more time wasted with the back and forth scheduling and reminders with the help of our built-in interview scheduler. Lastly, you can easily manage each steps of your hiring process from new applicants to hire, thanks to the help of our intuitive ATS or applicants tracking system. So moving on, I'll be showing you a quick demonstration of our GrabJobs platform. Let me just change my screen. All right, so as you can see, I am already logged in to my employer account. This is the dashboard. showing various data like the summary of your analytics data for the past 30 days. Moving forward, let me show you the steps on how to post jobs on GrabJobs. First, click on the Post Jobs button. As you can see, GrabJobs offers a multi-channel job posting. So when you post a job on GrabJobs, it will automatically be reposted to multiple sites in just one click, like Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, and many more. If you wish to see the list of our partner job sites, you just have to click here. So let's get started by encoding the job title position that you are looking for or hiring for. After that, you can choose after 3 job function and job title type that closely match your job. These 2 fields will help you to generate pre-templated screening questions that you will be seeing in the next steps in order for you to qualify filtered qualified applicants based on their answers automatically. Then proceed to fill out all the necessary information such as brand, job type, shift information, work location or office address, job description, and salary range. Based on experience, job ads that are showing a complete and attractive job description plus showing a great salary offer tends to have a good response than the other jobs that are not. So these fields, you can add more email addresses if you want to receive an email notification every time that there is new applicant that has applied to your job. Otherwise, you can also turn it off in the settings if you don't wish to receive an email address notification, an email notification. So the next step is the job automation part. This is where you can set your screening questions according to your job requirements. These are all fully customizable, just in case you do not prefer the templated questions generated. So you can see the list of the questions here, just the basic screening questions. You can add or remove questions according to your preference. And you can also add a custom questions answerable by text answer with no score and multiple choice with score options. The score or the points are the factors that will determine if the applicants are qualified depending on their answers. So make sure that you set it correctly to have a more or to receive a more accurate result. Thank you message is fully customizable should you wish to edit it yourself just to be more original if you want. And then lastly, click on post job. It will also prompt you that your job has been posted successfully. So you can check it out. So where do we see our jobs after posting it? Just go to the jobs and applicant tracking system. It will show you the list of your active jobs. By the way, it was duplicated because I have already posted one beforehand just to give you a demonstration. And you can also see the closed jobs. So how do we, this is where all of the applications are being centralized from the different partner sites or channels. It is convenient because you don't have to search and log in on multiple sites just to view and process each applications. So how do we process each applicants that we have received? It's easy. Just click on the review applicants button and you will be redirected to the applicant tracking system, which showing every stages of your hiring process. If you click on here, you will see a list of candidates. These are all the top suggested top matching candidates. These are the applicants that did not apply to your job posting, but has matched the profile based on your qualifications. Moving on, If you see below, these are all the list of the applicants that has applied to your jobs. The score here indicates the average score points based on their answers to your screening questions. So you can easily tell if the applicant is qualified if you base on the scoring points. If you click on the view profile, you will see the answers to your interview screening questions, the applicant's profile, and also the attachment if they have attached any. You can also share the profile via email to your team members if you want. So how do we view or unlock this contact information of the applicants? Because you can see, as you can see here, if you review, she passed your screening question, so you wanted to reach out to them. It's easy. Just click on the shortlist button, add a shortlist tag, and then select shortlist candidate. You can also do a bulk shortlist just in case you wanted to be more fast on processing every applicant. So you can just tick the box here and then click shortlist selected. Or you can also pre-select if you only wish to select a few applicants. After that, all shortlisted applicants will be automatically moved to the shortlist stage or shortlist tab. And you'll notice that their contact details are already unlocked at this point. So you can now download all of their details like profile and answers to the interview question, attachment if they have attached any. And then you can now have a live chat to your applicants so that you can reach out to them in real time. And even you can send them an interview invitation. Moving candidates to a different stages will help you easily identify the status of each applicant for a more efficient hiring process. By turning on the automation feature here, will help you to automatically shortlist or reject applicants if they pass or fail a certain percentage based on the score threshold that you will be setting here. You can also turn on the automatic interview scheduler, which can help you to send an automatic interview invitations and reminders to all shortlisted applicants and help you increase interview show up rates. Overall, that is how our recruitment platform works. Should you wish to explore further about the other features that we are offering, you can always visit our website, grabjobs.co/recruitment-platform. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanna. And just a few questions. What are some of the interesting trends that you are witnessing in the non-PMET segment specifically? And how is GrabJobs differentiated to meet these emerging requirements of enterprises?
Thank you, Swesha. I think it's the digitalization and automation of process of recruitment. So equals cost and time efficient. As a result of automating the traditional time-consuming task of recruitment is to be more efficient. For example, lean teams are empowered to sustain hiring needs with less resources. Also, we can differentiate by GrabJobs because we assist recruiters and recruitment teams to advertise jobs, automate the screening and filtering of applicants, and effectively manage candidates through their hiring process. How? By centralizing all the tools that usually come on top of the traditional job boards, plus it's cost effective. That's it, I think. Thank you.
Thanks, Joanna. I'd like to now call Tharshini from JobShine to present their demo, please.
Thanks, Richa. Hi, everyone. I'm Darshini from JobShine. Let me share my screen. Okay, so I'm a co-founder and CEO of JobShine. So we are a social recruitment platform. So we mainly hire candidates through social media apps like Facebook and Telegram and so on. So as we all know that mostly the non-PMETs are not so tech savvy. So they have difficulties in accessing the websites and apps and so on. So still they are depending on the traditional medias like newspaper, and they still depending on their friends and families to get the recommended job recommendations, right? So that's why we thought like we just need to change the way how we hire the non-PMETs basically. So from our point of view, all these websites and apps won't work for them. But on the other hand, we all know that most of the non-PMETs, they are pretty much active in the social media platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook, WeChat, and so on. So we thought like, okay, just go and hire them where they are active. So we have this AI chatbot, which is integrated with the social media apps, and so that the job seekers can search and apply for jobs just by chatting with our chatbot. So let me show you a quick demo about from how to post a job and how an applicant make an application and how an employer can see the application in the dashboard. So this is our website. You can go to our website by typing JobShine.sg. And if you're an employer, you can click this employer button. And if you're a job seeker, can click the job seeker button. And also you can see all the job ads from our job search page. And say if you're an employer and you wish to post a job, you can click the employer and you can log in if you already created an account with us. And if you need, if you're a new employer to our platform, you need to sign up just basically with your company name and the email address. Then we will do a verification from our side. Then you can log into your account to post a job. So basically to post a job, it's a pretty simple step. You just, it will just take less than 5 minutes to post a job. And this is our dashboard. So in our dashboard, you can see like how many, you can see like how many applications you have received, how many shortlisted candidates you have received, and so on. So let's post a simple job. So to post a job, we have 3 sections. In first section, you just need to fill up the basic details of your job. Say, for example, I'm going to post a condo cleaner job. Let me start with typing the job title. And the job type, say it's a full-time, and you can choose the industry. And the location, you can choose the multiple locations. So say, for example, I just choose Bishan for now. And the experience wise, say I just choose only no experience needed for this job. And also you can key in the job timing. Say, for example, this job is like 5 days job, and the fixed time slot, the work starts from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And you also can key in the salary. Say the monthly salary is somewhere between 2,000 Singapore dollars to 2,200 Singapore dollars. And there is one section in which you can request for resumes. As we all know that most of the non-PMS, they might not have the resume. So if you think you really need the resume, you can still request. Even you can receive the applications without the resumes also. And then you can key in a simple description about your job post. And that's all about the first section, job details. And then you can move to the next section, which is auto filtering. So as we all know that, like, if the employer is receiving 100 applications, right, at least 70% of the applications even haven't meet any basic requirements. So we really wish to save your time by filtering all those applications. Say, for example, we can just ask a few basic questions, like we can double confirm the timing, work location, and the work days with them. And also, say some employers have quota for the foreign workers, and some employers, they don't have the quota. So in that case, they can say like they just need to only shortlist the Singaporeans and PR and reject all other work authorizations. And also you can choose how many years of experience you need. Say for in our job posting, we need, we are open for anyone who has no experience. So I just put shortlist here, and we are pretty okay with other experience as well. So just put shortlist for all the candidates. You also can add custom questions. Say in case if you want to know further details about the candidates, you can still ask those questions. Say, for example, if you're hiring for a driver, you can still ask like, do you have a class 3 license? And these kind of details you can still ask from the customs question. And then the employee need to key in the contact details, and these contact details will be shared only with the shortlisted candidates. So if the candidate is shortlisted, these contact details will be shared with the candidate. So the candidate will contact you to discuss further about the job. And after that, you can schedule an interview, and you can go ahead and hire the candidate with your basic conversation. So the last section is posting the job. So here we have two types of job ads. One is standard job ad and the one is premium. So in the premium job ad, you can get some more privileges compared to the standard job ads. Say, for example, like if you want to get more applications in short period time, you can post it as a premium job ad. So we will share it in our partnered websites like Jobs TV, Facebook, and so on. And also your post will stay on top of all the standard job postings. So which means your premium job will stay in first 2 or 3 pages of the job search page. So for now, I'll just go with the premium job ad. And you can submit, and this job will be posted in your in our website. So this way you can post a job ad, and after you post the job ads, you can see all your job ads in your active jobs. So this job I have already posted, before our demo to try. So this is a retail assistant part-time job. So after an employer posts a job in our platform, what we usually do is we just post this job ad in our Facebook page to attract our social media applicants. So actually, not only in Facebook, we also post in Telegram and Instagram and in all our social media pages. So we will put this job ad with a small creative, including the basic details like the job title, salary, and the job type, working days, and the experience needed. Say if our job seekers, they wish to apply for this job, they can just simply click this link, and which will redirect them to their messenger chatting. So in that you can see like we have you can see the job ads here. Then if the candidate want to apply, they can click the apply button, and then they can simply answer a few questions, and by that they can apply for the jobs. And so this is how basically we work in JobShine. So we welcome all the job seekers and employers to try our platform. Please visit JobShine.sg. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Darshini. So some questions there. What are some of the interesting trends that you're seeing in the non-PMET segment? And how is JobShine differentiated to meet these emerging requirements of enterprises and job seekers?
Okay, that's a good question. So we can see that like from the past data, most of the matured workers are entering the labor force these days. So like compared to 2010 to 2020, the labor force by matured workers is increased by 10%, right? And also on other hand, the labor force between like 15 years old to 24 years old decreased by 7%. So the main reasons are something like, the reduce in the birth rate in Singapore, especially. And also like people tend to give more importance to the studies. So we know that the lifetime of the Singaporeans also getting, higher and higher. So the more matured workers are entering the non-PMET job market. But the main problem for them is they are pretty new to this digital world. So they don't know how to apply for the jobs through online. And as Sriram mentioned, they are still depending on their friends and family to get the jobs and get the recommendation. So they have very limited option to choose. So because of these reasons, they even forced to choose the low wages job. So, but they are pretty comfortable with WeChat and WhatsApp. So they can use these online, the social media platforms to apply for many jobs in our platform and secure a good job for them. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Darshini, and thanks. That was really informative. I'd like to now call upon Matthew from Workmate for their demo, please.
Hi everyone, and thanks to hrtech.sg for having us on today. My name is Matthew. I'm the founder and CEO of Workmate. Let me just share my screen. I'll give you a quick introduction into who we are, what we do, and how we help businesses in this space with their hiring. So Workmate's an end-to-end workforce management solution. So we start with hiring, but we actually help you manage your workforce through the whole process from hiring, onboarding, and the daily management. Why do we do this? The problem that we understand that a lot of companies have, hiring is one part, but the bigger problem that we hear from our customers is around reliability. Do those workers actually show up? We hear a lot of customers might be able to hire people, and even if they turn up for the first day, a few days into their engagement with that particular job, they stop showing up. And so what we set about was to build a platform that solved the problem of reliability. And we learned very early on, the only way to know if a worker is reliable is to know if they've been reliable in the past. Typically, unreliable workers have a habit of being unreliable across jobs, across employers. So by building an end-to-end workforce management platform, we get visibility into the workers on our platform in terms of when do they show up, when do they not show up, because it manages all of their schedules and all of their time and attendance throughout the whole process. That gives us very rich data that enables us to then recommend the most reliable workers that match your job more effectively. Okay, so the platform covers everything from recruiting, managing, and optimization of your workforce. We have a number of different features and tools in the system that includes things like the ability to hire on demand from a pre-verified pool of workers that are all screened and verified by Workmate before they're allowed on our platform. So when you hire through us, you're hiring from people who are verified and have a work history on our platform. So you can see their reliability, their attendance track record, and so forth. So we're again really focusing on that reliability. Once you hire them, the system helps you onboard them, manage their shift assignment, do all their communications, time and attendance, all the way through to analytics and reporting to help you manage your workforce more efficiently. So we are specifically built for blue collar or non-PMET type workers. And as I said, specifically addressing that problem that we have in that space, which is, are these guys going to turn up to their work? It's very easy to use, very simple to use for people that might not be as tech savvy, and we're customized for Southeast Asia. So we started 5 years ago. We operate in 3 countries. We've raised about $13 million in funding, and we support companies across industries, primarily logistics, warehousing, F&B, retail, hospitality, and events. We're currently delivering from workers delivered through our platform well over 1 million hours of labor every single month on the platform. So that's just a quick intro. Let me dig into the tech. So we've got 3 parts of the technology. We have a operations dashboard. We have an app for supervisors, for customers that have like warehouses and on-site managers, and obviously we have the worker app. So for today, given the limited time we have, I'm going to focus mainly on what this audience is interested in probably, which is the dashboard for the operations and HR team. So there's multiple parts, as I said. The first part is you have your workforce here, and this is where you assemble your entire team. You can add workers to our platform even by adding them yourself, right? You can add them directly yourself. You can add people to a particular location and position, and you add them here by adding their phone number. You click invite, they'll get an SMS to be asked to download the Workmate app and to be added to your team. That's one way. The other way you can do it, if you don't have existing workers you want to add, is you can hire workers directly from our pre-verified, pre-screened worker pool, as we mentioned. So we call it a staff request. So you can come in here, you can select, this is just demo data, particular location. I'm hiring for warehouse workers, I need 10 of them. There's pre-filled, apologies, this demo is for our Indonesia market. There's pre-filled job descriptions if you want to use them. You can specify whether you need any experience, and obviously if there's a particular start date and end date for the job. Once that's submitted, workers are matched based on our AI. We're able to determine based on their location, their previous work experience, and their reliability score that we have on them. And then they're instantly notified about an opportunity in their area, which they can apply to instantly. So once that happens, literally within minutes, you see applicants. So about 95% of the jobs in our system are actually filled within 4 hours. You can see these workers here. They're recommended based on the criteria I mentioned before, which is suitability for the job based on experience they've already had on our platform, not just based on a profile they've created themselves, as well as their past reliability. So if they're unreliable, they don't even get matched. If they're really reliable, they get ranked at the top. From here, you can obviously contact them if you need to interview them. You can hire them, reject them, shortlist them. Fairly straightforward in terms of a hiring type process. Okay. Once they're onboarded, they become in your workforce. And this is where you can actually manage the daily activities for your workforce. So everything from shifts, you can create shift schedules. Let me update this here for the new version that we're just launching to show you the new view. So you can create shift schedules for your team. Let me show you here. So I can add a schedule for the week. I can set up my schedule for this week. It's a shift that starts on Monday, ends until next Saturday, and the shift is a 3 p.m. until 8 p.m. shift, and it's just Monday to Friday. Again, warehouse worker, and I need 5 people per shift, right? So you create these different shifts. Once these shifts are created, I can add workers to them. So in here, I can add either manually. I can either go down and select which worker I want to add to that shift manually, or you have the ability to auto assign where the system will use its logic to assign workers that are best matched to that particular shift. All right. When that happens, the worker is obviously instantly, if I can show you on the worker app, you should be able to see it here. In a second. Yep, the worker is instantly assigned their shifts. They can see the assigned shifts that they have. Well, none there, sorry to see. And obviously all of their timesheets and their records previously. Once the shifts are assigned, obviously it has attendance systems. You can clock in, clock out every day. You're able to see in real time what's happening, who's clocked in, who hasn't clocked in today, approve your timesheets. All the way through to looking at your analytics and reporting. From an analytics standpoint, we look at things like your workforce costs, your fulfillment rates, your shift fulfillment rates. So like what percentage of your workers are showing up when they're supposed to, And this helps you get in front of problems where you are struggling with maybe some reliability issues or struggling with particular locations that have higher churn. And you can also look at workforce performance, worker churn rates, why they're quitting. When a worker churns, our app gets feedback from them on why they've quit. So you can actually learn, say if you have multiple locations in your chain or in your business, you can actually look at by location where you might be seeing higher churn rates. And this helps you speak with your managers, speak with your with your teams to work out where you might be getting, what might be leading to challenges with workers, all the way through to worker performance reporting. So you can see how many shifts they're assigned, how many days they showed up, if they've had no shows, and so forth. So obviously today we don't have a lot of time, so we're giving a quick insight and overview of the platform. Happy to do a more detailed demo for anybody who's interested to learn more down the line.
So thanks, Matt. So just few questions are there. What are some of the interesting trends that you have been witnessing in the non-PMET space in Singapore? And how is Workmate differentiated to meet these emerging requirements of enterprises?
Yeah, I think you spoke about it earlier that it's very hard for people to find staff in this particular space, and I don't think that's changing. What we found though is that it's not necessarily that the workers aren't there. It's just very fragmented, and it's very hard to reach the right ones when you need them. We're also seeing that the problem of reliability, and that's what we've set out to solve. So I think what makes us different from the other systems in the market or other solutions is that we're one of the few platforms available that really tries to nail that reliability problem. It's not just about getting applicants. Applicants is one thing, but when they're on board and when you've hired them, how do you make sure these guys are going to show up, and how do you make sure they perform every day? And that's what led us to create that end-to-end solution that covers everything from the hiring all the way through to the daily management. Because what we've found is for you to be effective as a business owner, you need your workforce to perform really well. And that's why we believe that we're well positioned to help companies in the space, because we can cover that end-to-end workforce performance.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Matt, and everyone for showcasing your demos today. So technology has transformed workplaces all over the globe and is clearly an important component for the white-collar workforce. But what role does technology play in an important segment of the workforce who does not have access to computers or technology that has been designed for those white-collar workers? Non-PMET jobs have always been stigmatized due to physical labor and low wages. Attracting Singaporeans for non-PMET roles continues to be challenging for most enterprises in Singapore. Today, we discuss the challenges non-PMET workers face when it comes to technology and how companies might adapt their processes, policies, and technologies to overcome these hurdles. By leveraging tools like the ones we saw today, enterprises can plan and schedule work of non-PMET workforce, increase awareness of open jobs amongst job seekers, enhance engagement, and boost productivity for a more loyal and financially stable workforce. On behalf of hrtech.sg, I would like to thank all our partners for sharing the demos of their innovative solutions. If you would like to see more of such demo sessions, do drop us a line at info@hrtech.sg. Thanks and have a good day. I would like to now call upon all the partners for a group photo, please.